So this map talks about an ancient trade link between North of Africans and the West of Africans. The name of this trade was the Trans-Saharan trade. Some history books, they call this the caravan trade, others call this the Arabic slave trade. Now, during the Trans-Saharan trade period, which was between North of Africans and West of Africans, North of Africans had their land to be rich in salt. They had already started interacting with Europeans and Asians. So they had access to goods like guns, gunpowder, clothes, and books. These people had their land to be rich in gold. They were performing barter trade system. The center of the trade was an ancient empire called Ghana. Now, the original name of this place was not Ghana, but rather Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou now is the capital of Burkina Faso. We are not talking about Ouagadougou, but rather Ouagadougou, made up of a group of people called the Soninke people. Title given to kings of Ouagadougou was warrior king or king of gold, which means Ghana. So Ghana was a title given to kings of Ouagadougou, just like Pharaoh was a title given to kings of Egypt. Traders from the north who were Arabs referred to names of places by the title of kings of those places. Historians depend on written records by traders from the north who happened to settle here to tell history about the Ghana Empire. Now, these Muslims or Arabs referred to names of places by the title of kings of those places. So that was how come the Ouagadougou had the name Ghana. Now, Ghana Empire collapsed and diffused into a new empire called Mali. Ghana as a country now is located here, but we have ancient Ghana here, within the geographical region called the Sahel, between the vast desert area of the Sahara and the forest area of the West African coast. The capital of this Ghana empire was called Kongbisale. Now, at a point in time, they had an attack from warrior traders from the north called Almoravids. Now, these Almoravids defeated them, renamed the place as Mali. With Mali Empire, they named their capital Ghana. Now, out of Mali Empire came a very rich king called Mansa Musa. He was one of the richest men to ever live. He had gold concessions. As a Muslim, he went on a pilgrimage to Mecca, and on his way, he was just distributing gold as a form of alms. Distributed gold to the extent that when he got to Egypt, there was inflation in gold. He did the same thing when he got to Mecca. He had to borrow from the people he had given money to in Mecca just to refund his journey back home. They gave him the money to pay with interest. He came home, had a double portion of what he had borrowed, paid and paid back with interest. That was how Mansa Musa became very popular, because he was very wealthy, and as he journeyed to Mecca, he was just distributing gold. Now, that aside, years gone by.